In Numbers chapter 13 we find the story of the spies. Moses commanded the Israelites to send spies into the land of Canaan just before they were about to enter it. He chose 12 spies, one from each tribe, to go in and spy out the land. They did so. They went into the land, they traversed through it, and they came back and they gave a bad report about the land. As a result of this bad report, the people rebelled, and they wanted to appoint a leader and to return to Egypt. But two of the spies, Yehoshua, also called Hosea, before his name was changed to Yehoshua, Joshua in English, and from the tribe of Ephraim, and also Caleb from the tribe of Judah, they had a good report. They told the people not to rebel against God, not to rebel against Moses, but to go ahead and enter the land, to conquer it, because the land was a good and blessed land, a fertile land, and also that they would be able to conquer it, and to conquer and drive out the inhabitants of that land as they were commanded to do so. And the people were angry with them and wanted to stone them. And the glory of God appeared and stilled them. And then God was angry with the people, and as a result of what had happened, he eventually decreed that they would wander in the wilderness till all of that generation died out, and then they would enter into the land. So this is a whole portion, a whole episode that we will speak about at another time, or in another separate talk. Now we just want to point out a few incidents or a few aspects of the present talk. So when it lists the tribes, or the spies from the tribes who went into the land, so it says in Numbers 13 verse 8, from the tribe of Ephraim, Hoshea the son of Nun. It says from the tribe of Ephraim, Hoshea the son of Nun. And further on it tells us that the name of Hoshea was changed to Yehoshua or Joshua. And it just says from the tribe of Ephraim, Hoshea the son of Nun. And Hoshea, or Joshua was the one who brought back the good report, together with Caleb and Yephuneh from the tribe of Judah. And then in 13:11 it says from the tribe of Joseph, that is from the tribe of Manasseh, Gad the son of Susi. Gad the son of Susi. Gadi the son of Susi is interesting because Susi means horse, so here we have horses associated with Manasseh, with the tribe of Manasseh, and we find that Manasseh came to dominate the USA, where horses were important and all the culture connected with horses. But what we're interested in at the moment is the formulation of this verse. It says from the tribe of Joseph, that is from the tribe of Manasseh, Gad the son of Susi. So here we have Joseph linked with the representative of Manasseh, but we did not have Joseph linked with the representative of Ephraim, with Yehoshua. And so there are different reasons for this, different reasons, and we learn all of the reasons. We find that there are applications for them, the different reasons for giving this, and we find the different reasons to be pertinent, all of them to be pertinent in their own respects, in their own time, in their own occasion. But one point that we found of interest, that's worth noting, is that here Joseph is linked, is recalled, together with the son of Manasseh, from the representative of the tribe of Manasseh, Gadi ben Susi, Gadi the son of Susi. And he was the one who's going to join the evil spies and who would bring back the negative report. In other words, Joseph is linked here with the one who's going to bring back the evil report. He's not linked with the one who brings back the good report, with Hoshea the son of Nun from the tribe of Ephraim. Will be remembered that Joseph had two sons, Ephraim and Manasseh, and both of them became tribes of Israel in their own right. Both of them became tribes of Israel in their own right. We find Ephraim to be dominant amongst people from Britain, from the British Isles, Ireland, Scotland, Wales, England, and also from the offshoots in Australia, New Zealand, Canada, South Africa. And we also find many descendants of Ephraim in the USA, but from a symbolic point of view, also from a practical point of view, we find a good portion of the inhabitants of the USA, of the Israelite inhabitants of the USA, to be descended from Manasseh. Just to remind you, originally there were 12 tribes of Israel, united together, who were split into two different sections. The northern section became the 10 tribes of Israel. And the southern section became Judah, the kingdom of Judah. The 10 tribes of Israel were conquered. They were taken into exile by the Assyrians. They lost consciousness of their identity. They became known as the lost 10 tribes of Israel. And we trace them to Western peoples. Amongst these Western peoples, we have been able to locate specific tribes and tribal clans in definite areas. In specific areas, we have been able to locate them geographically. And we've also, through reports, historical records and so on, have been able to trace the descendants of peoples who settled in these areas, where they migrated to. We find an overwhelming proportion of those who we identify with Manasseh to have gone to the USA. And also we have several other reasons for identifying the USA with Manasseh, and we have a few talks on this, and they're short and they're interesting, and those who are interested it is recommended that they look them up and hear them, because it is worthwhile. At all events, here we have the one who's bringing back the bad report from Manasseh associated with Joseph and Yair. Official reasons they hated him. The bad report that he brought about his brothers, we understand from the Hebrew text and the traditions and the internal evidence concerning it, that this report that he brought was not correct. He was mistaken. Joseph was either mistaken, or perhaps there was a little bit of a negativity in his character that had caused him to do this. And this was not a one-time incident, apparently, because it seems that he passed on this bad report to his descendants. So his descendants would always have this tendency, this inclination to say bad things, not necessarily true things about other people. And Joseph should have overcome this, but apparently he did not, or his descendants did not. And so it came to expression, this bad quality came to expression in Gadi, the son of Susi, from the tribe of Manasseh, from the tribe of Joseph, as Numbers 13:11 emphasizes. And this person was together with the spies who brought back an evil report about the land and caused calamity for all of Israel. And official Yair analyzes this, and he also quotes from the sages, and he quotes from different commentaries, like Alshik and Rabbeinu Bachai. He also quotes from Arakin, the Talmud, which also mentions this, and also in Arakin, and we are told elsewhere in the Midrash Tanhuma and different sources that the tendency to say bad things, to slander people, to utter calumnies about others, is linked to homicidal tendencies. In Arakin, in 15b, we are told of this. Also, in Proverbs 18:21, saying bad things, death and life in the power of the tongue, we are told. And this is one of the negative tendencies of Joseph. Other qualities, negative qualities associated with Joseph include anger. They include these homicidal tendencies that we mentioned, and saying slanderous things about other people. We find now amongst, in America especially, we have a problem with conspiracy theories. Conspiracy theories are in effect slanders and calumnies usually against good people. Often speak against the Jews, say bad things, untrue things about the Jews. They also say untrue things about the Americans, about the US government or US history, even though the people who utter them are themselves often Americans. And they also say bad things about the state of Israel and about the British on occasion, and the royal house, and so on. Or anything which is good, they speak badly against it. And these conspiracy theories are not innocent. They also have homicidal tendencies. I've read a few of them. Some of them call for the extermination of the Jewish people. That is what the conspiracy theories do, that they are agents of the Satan, of the devil. They are Nazi-like mindsets of the people who invent them. They're outright lies on many occasions, and occasionally they have a little bit of truth which they perverted or twisted altogether. And because of such things as the conspiracy theories, the protocols of the Elders of Zion, which were also conspiracy theories which the Arabs promote, and historically all of these lies, they enabled the Nazis to come to power, or they helped the Nazis to come to power, and they also poisoned the atmosphere in Europe and elsewhere against the Jewish people. And this was one of the reasons why in World War II, when the Jews were trying to flee from Europe, or trying to get away from the Nazis, there were very few nations would accept them, because a negative impression had been created by these people telling endless lies and falsehoods against the Jewish people. And this was one of the qualities of Edom. Edom is known for both for his murderous intentions and for his lying proclivities. He tells lies. Edom is a liar. Edom, we have Edom in the Bible. We have Doeg the Edomite. Doeg from Edom, in other words. He was apparently this person that attached himself to Israel, but he was descended from Edom. And he told Saul what David had done, and how David had been helped by the city of Nob and the priests in that city, and he told Saul about it. And so Saul went there, and he commanded his soldiers to wipe out the priests, and they refused to do so. So Saul gave this task to Doeg the Edomite, and he did it, just showing how the two traits of telling lies or even telling the truth but with pernicious intentions and homicidal inclinations, how these two evil traits go together and are connected with each other, because immediately Doeg was the one who carried out the order, and he massacred all of the priests in that area, and then he massacred the whole settlement, including all the women and children in there. And David was very upset about that. He said he should have, when he saw the dog was around and he knew what was being done, he should have killed him on the spot, and he would have saved lives. So this also showed us that when you have to get rid of an evildoer to prevent bloodshed, you should do it. This is what is being said. And David has a whole, several Psalms speak about this. And in Psalms 50, David says, "But to the wicked God says, what right have you to declare my statutes, or take my covenant in your mouth? Seeing you hate instruction, and cast my words behind you. When you saw a thief, you consented with him, and have been a partaker with an adulterer, and with adulterers. You gave your mouth to evil, and your tongue frames deceit." In other words, a wicked person is someone who speaks evil, bad things, and he also deceives others. You sit and speak against your brother. You slander your own mother's son. These things you have done, and I kept silent. You thought that I was altogether like you, but I will rebuke you and set them in order before your eyes. And so too we have Psalm 52. Psalm 52, it says, "The end of the wicked and the peace of the godly to the chief musician and contemplation of David." When Doeg the Edomite went and told Saul and said to him, "David has gone to the house of Ahimelech." And he says, David says, "Why do you boast in evil, O mighty men? The goodness of God endures continually. Your tongue devises destruction. Like a sharp razor working deceitfully. You love evil more than good, lying rather than speaking righteousness. You love all devouring words, your deceitful tongue. God shall likewise destroy you forever. He shall take you away and pluck you out of your dwelling place, and uproot you from the land of the living." And he goes on and he continues, and read it all the way through because it is interesting. And so we have these qualities. Joseph is parallel to Edom. Joseph eventually will defeat in battle, as we are told in the book of Abijah and elsewhere. Joseph, one of the tasks of Joseph is to defeat Esau in battle. And Joseph is similar to Esau. He is parallel to him in many ways. And he also has similar negative and positive aspects that are similar to those possessed by Edom. They are similar to each other. They even look like each other, as we were shown elsewhere. And eventually Joseph will defeat Edom. He will defeat Esau, but he has qualities similar to those. And he, Joseph should know the bad qualities, the bad tendencies that he has, like so should all of us. We all should be aware of our faults, of our weaknesses, so that we can recognize them when they appear and know how to overcome them, or to ignore them, or to work around them, to take them into, to factor them into our modes of behaviour, so that they do lead to minimise the harm that they are liable to do both to us and to those who we care about. We should, and this is what we should do, and this is what we have to do. We have to know that we have this tendency, and we have to overcome it. And just to remind you that Joseph has his tendencies. Joseph has several bad tendencies. The tendencies of Joseph are homicidal tendencies, speaking calumnies, evil gossip against others, and also anger. And the homicidal tendencies of Joseph, especially of Manasseh, are recorded in the Bible on several occasions. One of the occasions is Hosea chapter 6, verse 8, 9 and 10, and he says, Gilead is a city of evildoers and defiled with blood. As bands of robbers he lay in wait for a man. So the company of priests murder on the way to Shahab. Surely they commit lewdness. I've seen a horrible thing in the house of Israel. There's the harlotry of Ephraim. Israel is defied. So here we see these faults of harlotry, of homicidal intentions, of lying in wait for the innocent, for deceiving others, all connected with Joseph. These are traits of Joseph. They are traits of all of us to some degree or other, but with Joseph they have received a greater expression. They're more liable to be expressed. Joseph should be aware of this, and Joseph should overcome this. Thank you.